Do you believe in ghosts? Because I do, and that's what this story time's about. So I believe in ghosts. Some things just can't be explained, and believe me, I've tried. If your house is haunted, making up more rational explanations for that noise or those things being moved is much more comforting than believing there's a ghost walking about your house, touching your stuff, and watching you sleep. We've lived in our current house for about 11 years now, and it's a new build, so no scary history. Unless some nefarious deeds were committed in a former turnip shed, then consider this a warning. If I die mysteriously, a turnip did it. The first thing I experienced personally was in Easter of 2015 at around 2 in the morning. I was on a break from uni and had just finished up some animation when I heard my sister walking about in the hall. I expected her to go to the bathroom or downstairs before going back to bed, but instead she seemed to be pacing back and forth slowly. Odd, but nothing to get excited about, though anyone who knows me will tell you that I am super nosy, so of course I want to know what she's doing. So I say, loud enough for her to hear, but quiet enough that it doesn't wake anyone else. Liz, what are you doing? Liz! There's no answer, and one of my biggest pet peeves, which I swear she does on purpose, is when I'll talk to her or ask her a question and she'll hear me, but then she won't reply. And I know she can hear me, I'm not being that quiet anymore. Oi! Go back to bed! I can hear her walk towards my room and back again, so by this point I'm annoyed. God, it's so late and she's so inconsiderate, she's gonna wake everyone up, and what about if I was sleeping or if I want to go to sleep? Oh my god. If this was a horror film, I would literally be the first to die. The hall is dark and she's not there. There's no signs of light or life anywhere. So on a scale of 1 to freaked out, I am at a respectable 3. Honestly, it doesn't take much, but this is odd. I turn on the light in the hall, check the bathroom and the stairs just in case she's waiting to jump out at me, because she does that all the bloody time and it's probably why I'm so nervous. But she's not there. Clearly she went back to bed and somehow opened her door without the usual clatter. But it's okay, I'm gonna find her and ask her why she's awake so late and bothering me. So I open her door as quietly as I can and Harry blinks at me sleepily as though to say, "What are you doing?" I creep up to the bed and call her name, expecting her to laugh for having tricked me because neither of us can keep a straight face in a serious situation, even if our lives depend on it. But she doesn't smile, she doesn't move, she's actually asleep, eyes rolled back in her head and drooling on her pillow like the delicate princess she is. My sister can fall asleep pretty easily, but it's not usually this quick. I leave her room and shut her door. My 3 has turned into a 5 and it's rising steadily. I can hear my parents snoring from their room and my nan is asleep. The cat is locked safely in the kitchen and I was in my room. There was literally no one who could have been walking in the hall, and at this time everyone is asleep. So I do what any sane, normal person would have done when their 5 turns into a hefty 8, only 2 away from freak out, and I go back to my room. I shut the door, get into bed, pull the covers over my head and fall asleep an hour later with the light still on. What can I say? I'm a wimp. Luckily, I wake up in the morning, still alive, and just in case I'm going mad, I ask everyone who got up last night. None of them did. When I tell them about the footsteps, they believe me. It's not the first time something like this has happened in our house, or even the one before, and someone had died there. She was old, we didn't kill her, I promise. So we decide it's creepy, we all have a good laugh about it, and eventually I wonder if I'd just imagined it all. A few months later, the knocking starts.